we're going to be playing with confidence because we have a veteran team coming back. We got 15 fifth-year young men coming back who were major contributors last season, and then we have our normal senior class that'll be ready to go also. So when you're experienced, you're confident, and that's what we would hope for coming into camp. 15 fifth-year guys is the largest one we've ever had. The largest one before that was back in 2010 when we had 13. And so that brings the leadership, that brings the confidence that we spoke about earlier, experience at their positions, young men that have been playing it now for 5 seasons. So it really helps with the coaching there when you have young men that's been around that long. When you go into camp, you want to make sure that your players come back ready to go in the right attitude and physically ready. And I would anticipate that happening here. Our players always do that. When you start getting into practice, what we got to find out is depth at positions, especially the offensive line and the wide receiver position. We have our front line starters like Tyler Tumpane, Jack Urich, and on the line there with Jimmy Vogel and Shane Tobe. But we got to find that third guard. We got to find that third tackle. Who's going to be the other 2 receivers out there at that time? That's what we've got to try to find out here as we begin this camp season. When you're talking about the PFL, I don't think it matters where you sit within the top 5 or 6 teams. It is so competitive in our league that from week to week, anybody could beat the other team. I feel very honored that our fellow coaches felt like that we were right up there with San Diego, and I thought with the experience we have coming back that that's where we might be, but preseason polls doesn't mean much at all. We've got to go out there when we open up with San Diego in conference play and be ready to go.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys returning, both on offense and defense, a lot on special teams. But as far as pressure, I don't think we feel any. We know what we have to get done, both in the classroom and on the field, and we're going to get it done. No, we definitely built on last season. We want to keep that momentum going. We did end up losing our last game to Western Illinois. But, there's a lot of positives. We played tough through that game. We just got to get better each day and work to get back to that spot.
What we always talk about here at Dayton is our number one goal is to have a winning season, first of all. We've had 39 out of the last 40 years have had a winning record. And then our next goal would be to win the PFL, go into the last game of the season, which is Marist this year, for a chance to win the PFL. If we can do those things, now we have a chance to be in the FCS playoffs. Last year we did raise the bar a bit because we did get to participate in the FCS playoffs there, and our players got to have a little taste of that. So I'm sure that gives them a little bit more motivation to get back here. But we're just going to approach this season just as we've done those other 39 winning seasons and just work the same way that we have been.